walking through the front doors. It's like stepping into an arena. You can feel the eyes instantly locking onto your back, painting the target. The whispers travel faster than the speed of light down these hallways. They wanna see you trip, they wanna see you break, they want you to fold. But I'm locking the jaw and tightening the stride.
No safety net available, the pressure is real. Locking down the emotions behind a coat of the steel.
Heavy target,
walking in the cold.
The crushing isolation that is taking a hold.
They laugh at the difference,
they laugh at the pain.
Driving the system,
incredibly insane.
No place to run to, no place to hide.
Enduring the onslaught, only get tangled inside.
The bell rang, but the hallway doesn't clear out. The gauntlet is a continuous loop.
I take another step and they shove me to the side. Nowhere for the broken down spirit to hide. The teachers look away like they didn't see the hit, leaving me alone in the middle of the pit. The laughter is an echo bouncing off of the tile, contaminating every single architectural mile. I am mechanical with it, I absorb the impact code. A lonely traveler walking on a dangerous road.
The crowd is closing in, the perimeter is tight. Walking through the gauntlet in the middle of light. No safety net available, the pressure is real. Locking down the emotions behind a coat of the steel.
Heavy target,
Walking in the cold.
the crushing isolation that is taking a hold.
They laugh at the difference,
They laugh at the pain,
driving the system.
incredibly insane.
No place to run to, no place to hide.
Enduring the onslaught, only intent on inside. Lunchtime arrives, but it isn't a break. It's just 45 minutes of trying to find a corner where you don't exist. I'm sitting on the floor of a bathroom stall, eating a sandwich in the dark, listening to them outside, using my name as a punchline. The isolation is a physical war. Sitting in the sanctuary of the bathroom stall, leaning my existence up against the dirty wall, listening to the footsteps walking past the door, dropping my tears directly on the concrete floor. I am hiding out in silence just to avoid the crowd, because the volume of the hatred is incredibly
navigating through the parameters of a lonely fate. The water keeps dripping, the echo is a chain, locking me securely inside of the heavy pain.
The isolation wall, the sanctuary is cold. The sickest narrative that was ever explicitly told.
Hiding in the shadows because the light is a threat.
The heaviest conditions that I have ever met.
No one is coming to open up the gate. Abandoned completely to the negative state. They think it ends when the bell rings. They think you get to go home and escape it, but the target follows you through the screen.
I check the phone screen, the notifications start to flash. Watching my digital reputation completely start to crash. The memes are circulating, the comments are a knife, slicing through the remaining fabric of my daily life. They tag my name in the garbage, they broadcast the shame, turning my entire existence into a public game. There is no borderline, no threshold of peace. The psychological harassment will never fucking cease.
The clock is moving slow, the minutes are away, navigating through the parameters of a lonely fate. The water keeps dripping, the echo is a chain, locking me securely inside of the heavy pain.
The isolation wall, the sanctuary is cold. The sickest narrative that was ever explicitly told.
Hiding in the shadows because the light is a
The
threat.
heaviest conditions that I have ever met.
No one is coming to open up the gate. Abandoned completely to the negative state. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. I'm sitting in my bedroom with the lights turned off. The door is locked, the windows are shut.
But I'm still exposed.
The screen is glowing in the dark, throwing thousands of insults directly at my face. A global audience watching the execution of my dignity. They type the keywords, they click the share button, they enjoy the blood. There are no walls thick enough to stop this transmission.
Screen is a weapon flashing directly in the dark. An absolute incineration of the motivational spark. They type in the vitriol from the safety of the keys, dropping my internal stability straight to the knees. Anonymous profiles, group thinking the attack. There is absolutely no way for me to fight back. The comments are piling up, a mountain of the hate and inescapable confinement inside the digital state.
You're ugly, you're worthless, you shouldn't be alive.
Let's see if the mental infrastructure can survive. They share the video loop, they laugh at the display, wiping the remaining traces of my value away. A virtual stoning in the center of the square, operating completely from the middle of nowhere. I wanna delete the account, wanna throw the phone away, but the narrative continues into the next day. It's at school, it's at home, it's inside of my head. A heavy duty static making me wish I was dead. The cyberbullying is an invisible smoke, turning my entire identity into a permanent joke. They don't see the tears running down in the room, they just focus on the acceleration of the doom. A continuous onslaught, a globalized crowd. The digital execution is incredibly loud.
The notifications are ringing, the volume is high,
Staring at the blue light underneath the dark sky.
no boundary available, the structure must split.
Trapped inside the center of a virtual pit.
The digital arena, the horizon is bright, glowing with the hatred in the middle of night. They target the emotions, they blow out the light, erasing the ability to stand up and fight. A freak to the blueprint, a glitch in the frame, covering the entity in permanent shame.
They don't even know me. They just like the feeling of pulling someone apart piece by piece. The grid is fully saturated with my humiliation, moving to the final alignment. I lied on the mattress, staring straight at the ceiling, completely detached from the concept of feeling. The numbers are climbing, the views are away, an absolute confirmation of the hostile state. I am a casualty of the
is the baseline state, now I've stopped crying. I've stopped asking why me. Stopped looking for an escape route. There is no sudden success story here, no hero coming to save the day. The environment is still hostile. The hallways are still a gauntlet. But I am turning my mind into solid, cold concrete. If you can't stop the stones from hitting you, you just stop feeling the impact. Continuous endurance.
Of the internal soul, I don't look for the approval, don't look for the grace. A mask of solid concrete frozen on the face. I walk through the front doors, let the whispers just run. I am completely immune to the heat of the sun. They shove my shoulder, but I don't even flinch, refusing to surrender a single micro inch. The name calling starts, but it bounces right off at the entire concept of the damage I scarf. You can't break an entity that is already broken. The final definitive sentence has officially been spoken. I am a background monument standing
are ticking, the final bell rings out deep, but the baseline condition doesn't allow me to sleep. Waking up tomorrow just to repeat the exact same track with the heavy-duty anchor strapped tightly to the back. No success story to explicitly formulate or tell, just describing the architecture of the daily hell. The song is concluding, but the hostility remains whole. A permanent